Hi everyone.
Hey.
It's Jaishree
and Kalanidhi
from Jaishree Yoga.
and the Soul Mapping Matrix.
And today is the spring equinox.
Spring equinox.
And we're talking about the Yogis' Guide to the Apocalypse.
Letter O.
Letter O
is for
opportunity.
Opportunity.
So we just did a thing.
Yeah.
We purchased our first home. It took 5 months, if not years before that, of planning and preparing.
Took an amazing team.
Saved all of our money and spent all of our money because that money's not ours anyway. It's the divine's. We don't worry about it. This house, this incredible house and these 5 acres of land are not ours anyway. They're the divine's and for our divine service. But O is for opportunity because what has transpired was so hard. It was so challenging. And we didn't give up.
Yeah.
We could have given up many times.
We could have. For so many reasons. in so many different places that this journey took us. But O is for opportunity on this day. The spring equinox we'll talk about a little bit later because it's a special flavor that's being added to this soup of opportunity, which is actually always on boil and always on offer for us as souls. And that opportunity is our spiritual treasure. It is said in our line, there's a great yogi, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. And he said that this universe, reality, is always working in our favor. We see so many personalities that are actually rooting for our success and always conspiring to arrange things so that things are always in our favor to advance spiritually. Which means, what does spiritual advancement mean? It really means to be happy. It really means to be ourselves, to realize who we really are, to realize we're not these bodies, that these problems that are coming are not going to impact us at the soul level. And so this is our opportunity. And when you said that we moved through this process, we almost gave up. I almost gave up so more than you.
I mean, let alone how many times we almost gave up. I honestly thought there were some times that my life heirs were going to go. Like I actually thought we might not make it. The incredible amount of... The power of making an amazing choice always comes with a shadow side. There was a tremendous amount of subtle, energetic... it felt like...
A maelstrom?
Felt like little beams of psychic sabotage coming in. And it also was the fact that we actually were living, and now we can say it, in a beautiful house for so many years with some land, but right behind an airport with a secret FEMA bunker and a huge new cell tower on a major street. And it was making us crazy. I mean, at least it was making me crazy. He was handling it. And though we knew we were doing this for spiritual reasons, we knew we were doing it for Narayani's amazing life. We knew we were coming to be with our spiritual family at Bhakti Bandhav to make amazing business. We knew we were running multiple businesses and that we needed some more space. It was all good, but it still just had that flavor of challenge. And that's the thing. We are now, astrologically, on this spring equinox, in this 2021 March, we're all direct. All the planets are direct right now. And there was one other time, some time ago, I can't remember where it was similar.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for all the planets to be direct, but on the tail end of everything we've just gone through, what to speak of what our experience of 2020 has been.
All of us, all of you.
The astrology of 2020 has been crazy.
Yes.
On so many levels. But again, the flip side of it is that we've been going through these challenges and we're becoming so much stronger and our perception has been honed and our consciousness is being cleansed. It's said that we have our consciousness or chitta, we have this mirror in our heart which we can see our true nature within, but it just gets covered by dust or cobwebs or old rags or lipstick or all this stuff that we acquire, all these, it's called samskars, which are impressions that come in through our senses and that cover and shape and distort our perception of who we are. So when we go through circumstances that are challenging, usually what's happening, in addition to whatever is happening externally, is internally we have, again, this opportunity to rise as spiritual warriors. And this is what we talk about in soul ascension. This is what we talk about in soul mapping. Why is it called a soul map? Because you're an effing hero on your badass spiritual quest. And you are the one who will pull the sword from the stone, who will ride the dragon, who will go off into that dark night and return in all of your full glory on the other side.
Amen.
Amen.
There is no question that we just all went through a huge up level, but it had to become degraded. They speak about this in the Vedas. Kali Yuga, this era, the Iron Age, is not the easiest time to be in. They say it's going to get worse and worse, but at the same time, there are all these miracles. There's always a saint on the planet, many of them. There's always these eternal Nitya, Siddha, Bhaktas, these forms of divinity that never change. I mean, hopefully they're just kind of coming in here and there, and those of us that are lucky either get to meet them or get a drop from them. But what we can also do is use our whole lifeblood to give them to you, which is to say it's through these miracle activities, chanting holy names, speaking good words, being kind, up-leveling ourselves, dealing with our bullshit, dealing with our narcissism, dealing with our anger, dealing with our pain, dealing with our trauma. If you are still not wanting to deal with that, then, my friend, I ask you to recognize what is on the other side. Because on the spectrum of getting what you want, what they call master manifesting, and being miserable, not doing it, you get to do it and serve your right purpose with divinity, and be spiritual, and it's practical, and you can make money, and you can do all things as long as it's in the service to divinity. And that's for everyone to experience personally. We will never tell people how to do that. We're just bridge builders who like to meet and love everybody and make community, because we know you're a soul. You're an amazing hero of a soul. Our work, whether or not we're walking around making friends with everyone, which we are, is to help individuals and specifically couples up level out of their spectrum end where they are stuck and they are miserable and they are not clear and they don't want to go forward, up and over that rainbow bridge into being radically vulnerable, radically powerful, radically joyful, absolute feminine and male divine powers, chakras on point, body, mind, and spirit, all there, so that you can tap into your psychic landscape at any time, and you can use your daily habits, use your powerful mind to come out of the mind, past intelligence, and past your ego, right to the soul. You are a sacred and sovereign soul. Our work in soul mapping and mentorship is to help you get there. So we did another thing.
We did another thing.
Yeah, we made the book club.
Oh, yeah, we made a book club. Well, yeah, we did it together. Yeah, it's your book that you wrote.
Yeah, it's my second
Soul
book.
Ascension.
But
channeled it on January 2020.
You might have heard the story. Channeled it on 2020 New Year's. It was all about the pandemic to come, pretty much, in the years to come, but hadn't happened yet. And it was about moving through all of the incredible, like we called it before, psychic and emotional and physical seeming third dimensional problems, but up leveling onto that psychic end.
And our clients that we work with, and just our friends, our tribe, everyone has felt that psychic, something's coming. The storm is coming before it came, and then it came, and then we're all in it, and you're in chaos, and you're reorienting, and then you're getting thrown back, and everything that's happening, the story and the narrative, and how many sides of it are happening. And so fast forward and root yourself in this present moment, and what we're talking about with the astrological new year. which is the spring equinox, which was about 12 hours ago. And this is, we're shooting this on March 20th, Saturday of 2021. And this is the moment when everything resets. This is the moment when spring starts to really come forth and reignite that life cycle, and that starts again for a whole nother year. And so we have on this day of equinox, when we shift over into this new life cycle, all the planets going direct, which means that all the personalities and all the qualities and everything that is subtly and psychically influencing our life, it's not the end-all be-all of spiritual life, but these are very real energies that are all now direct, they are fast, they are moving forward. And so we have this reality which is always reorganizing itself to support us, which is now surrounded and supported by the energy of yes.
Yes.
The energy of go forth, the energy of what do you want the next year to look like, and what are you willing and what can you do and be in flow to do for the next week.
You know why we didn't give up? Because we knew the manifestation was going to happen. We saw the end, and we were going to get there. Even though we've been told you're over endeavoring, you might be putting in too much money, you might be putting in too much time, there is a sacred divine flow that is beyond this material world that we can all conquer if we do the work. And we happened to get there, and we did all that work spiritually, psychically, emotionally, and we went to those radical, vulnerable places. We went there, and we teach it really well in a very sacred, safe container. So we are wishing you a most amazing spring equinox. Thank you so much for getting this house with me. Thank you for having that baby with me.
Aww.
And we are so grateful for all of you who are stepping into the light in the small and the big ways too. If you want to speak with us more, we're very happy to have a free destiny call session with you, myself or Kala, or both of us. It's all good. We're going to figure out if this work is right for you.
And come join us, the Dialogue, the Majestic Tribe, in the Soul Ascension Book Club. We have a beautiful Facebook group community that we are growing, and we are just loving that energy in that community, supporting all of us in our Soul's Ascension.
Thank you. Have a great day. Namaste.
Haribol.
Hari, Hari.
Jaishree Radhe.
Jaishree Radhe. Victory to the goddess.